Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on the fly review for you. Today I'm talking about Eternals, which actually comes out tomorrow, but I was able to catch it today. Don't ask how. This movie is directed by Chloe Zhao, and it stars Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, Jimmy Chan, Richard Madden, Brian Tyree Henry, Leah McHugh, and Kit Harington. I can never remember the Kumail guys. Nani Najad. Was not that. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say spoiler alert right here because I cannot address why I feel this movie is a failure without giving you a major spoiler for the film. So if you don't want spoilers, just leave right now. The whole setup here is 7,000 years ago. Celestials sent 10 Eternals to Earth to protect humanity from these creatures called the Deviants that feed on intelligent life. 500 years ago, they killed the last of the Deviants, and they've gone their separate ways, kind of just waiting to get their orders to come home. When suddenly our main one, Cersei, is attacked by a deviant, an intelligent deviant who can heal and shit, in London. This course starts your whole get the band back together sequence, and they gotta save the world. Turns out what's going on is that Earth, they were lied to. They're really just pawns of these creatures, and they weren't. Earth is basically like an incubation chamber for celestials to be born. It takes millions of years for one of these things to be born, and it needed life. It needed intelligent life and technology and lots of fucking people to kind of nourish it and nurture it, to help it grow. And now it's ready to crack out of the egg, and this is the end of humanity. And the Eternals basically realize that they got to stop the deviants, and they got to stop the emergence, this thing from destroying all of humanity. And there's a lot of infighting amongst them. They basically split into factions. And yeah, this is where it's all going to be. The main villain turns out to be not the Celestials that lied to them and sent them on their way, not the Deviants who are trying to kill all life on Earth, but it's Icarus. It's the hero. It's the main character from the comic book. This is like doing... Wow, it's like if you did the Justice League movie and the big second act twist was Superman's the bad guy. What were they thinking? And also, they are so late to the party. I mean, it's played. It's played now. After 2 seasons of The Boys and a season of Invincible, we've seen the bad guy Superman done to death at this point already in just a few short years. I thought this, and look, this movie solely exists not to create new characters to build on the MCU as the years go on, not to even make money. This movie exists just so Kevin Feige could get his Hollywood woke points. And that's it. They don't, like I said, they don't care if this movie's any good. They don't care if this movie makes any money. There was no love or art that went into this film. Now, that being said, there's some good acting. A great score by Ramin Javadi. There's terrific costumes, visual effects, cinematography, and big sets. But this is a shallow, empty movie. You have no time to really care about any of these characters. The film's pace is atrociously slow, and it's very, very, very repetitive. We have lots of scenes of characters basically having the same conversation over and over again. And then there's the switching things. Could it be more transparent that they chose a comic book like the Eternals that has been around for decades, but no one really knows, just so they can do whatever they want with the characters. There's not even any appreciation for their source material in this, because they made their hero the villain, and literally, of the 10 characters, 6 of these characters have a gender swap, or a race swap, or they just make one guy gay, just for the sake of gayness. And all of these characters are just one-dimensional and shallow, and the movie's not good, y'all. It's not good. I can't believe it, but it is Marvel's worst. It is their worst film yet. I thought Iron Man 3 was bad. I thought Captain Marvel was bad. I don't think I will most likely ever watch this movie a second time. It was bad. And then it has a bit of a... Oh, fuck, I've already given this much spoilers. So we'll say the last thing. How they stop the bad guy. How they stop Icarus. He just gives up. Just stops fighting. And kills him fucking self. This movie was... This movie's going to ruin a few careers. And the MCU might be dead in the water. I mean, this is the 3rd MCU movie this year. The 4th one since Endgame came out. And 2 of their worst movies have been in that time. Black Widow was a completely pointless movie. Shang-Chi was a very, very fun movie, but it was no game changer. I don't see him being the main character to carry the franchise for the next 10 years. If Spider-Man No Way Home sucks, which there's a good chance it could, big chance it's going to suck here. That could just be too overcrowded, too many characters, too much going on, and there's just no time to let anything absorb. It could be the end of it. It's all, literally, the entire MCU right now is riding on this next Spider-Man movie. So, no pressure. Anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Sorry for the spoilers, but it's really the only thing about this movie I feel like talking about. I'm Jake Davis. Catch you on the fly. Oh yeah, by the way, 2 stars.